You want a short ID code, something like a few letters, maybe a number, maybe. I'll show you how what I'm about to show you is going to be very useful for any amount of characters, any amount of numbers. We're going to start over here at extensions AppScript, and this is going to help us both generate the code and check for duplicates so we know that it's unique. In a previous video, I showed you how to create a unique code using UUID, which is like a really long string of numbers, and we just sort of generally know that this unique ID is unique. But what about short codes? Well, even if we randomize creating these characters, picking 1 through 26, right, or 0 through 9, we don't really know if it's exactly a duplicate unless we check. So we're going to be checking in this video. So let's name our project generate short code. We're going to be doing a few different things. So let me write out some pseudocode, sort of fake code, just describing what I'm going to do. And we'll do those not in necessarily order, but we'll do them all. We're going to create a custom menu so that our user, maybe us, could have a button up here and generate that number. We're going to generate a unique, sorry, not a unique one, just a code with X characters. So X number of characters, just a certain length. That could be 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be anything. And we're also going to generate a code with Y numbers. So that could be 1 number, 2 numbers, 3 numbers, whatever. It's going to be a randomized thing. And then we're going to come back up here, or we can put it anywhere, really, and we're going to generate a code and check for duplicates, if there's any matches. So we can do that one at the end here. So let's create the custom menu. It's really simple because we can go to bettersheets.co/snippets, look for custom menu. We have a couple options here. Let's just use one function. We just copy and paste this. This is open to everyone. No membership needed. By the way, you can become a member of BetterSheets for $9 a month, but this is open to everyone. bettersheets.co/snippets. And we're going to create this function onOpen. It's a custom menu. We can name this our menu. And we're going to have a user readable name here, create code. And we're just going to call create code. So we don't need our function up here. We can start at the top. And this will be this last one here. So it'll be function create code. And we'll have a code down here that will create a code. Let's get these two first done because we need to call them. We need to generate a code of X character, number of characters, and a number of numbers. So let's do that. So let's call this function generate characters. And we're going to put some kind of count in here as a variable. We can use any number here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, any number. We'll have const characters. And those are going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to let the result at first be nothing. Just 2 quotes here, 2 single quotes. And then 4, we'll create a for loop. Be I equals 0 we'll start out with, and I is less than the count. And that means that it's just going to go until we have this many numbers. And I plus plus means we're going to iterate, one time, add 1 each time to this I iterator. So our result, this plus equals means we're going to take our existing result and we're going to add to it. We're going to add characters, which is one of these up here, and we're going to pick character at. This is a function that says, hey, just pick this character. If we put 1, it would be the number 0, the first one, 2, as et cetera, et cetera. But we want a random one, so we'll do math.floor. In parentheses, we'll do math.random, parentheses, and we'll do times characters.length. So what this means is we're taking a random number we're generating is always between 0 and 1. It's like a 0.01, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, a bunch of random numbers here. We're multiplying it by however many we have. So in this case, we have 10 numbers, but we could put a 10 here. However, putting this characters.length means that we could add characters to this. So I'm going to separate numbers and letters, but you don't necessarily have to. If it's like, hey, we want a certain number of characters like A and D to be randomized, or E and F, maybe 4 characters, we can put those here. Or we don't want any zeros. You can delete zeros now. You can edit this and customize this characters for whatever characters you want. Make sure at the end you have return result so that we actually give back when we execute this function, we actually give back something. And now we're going to do exactly the same thing here. with sorry, that was characters. That was supposed to be characters. So we can do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now, let's copy and paste this and do the same with numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And again, if we don't want zeros, we're like, actually, our IDs never have a 0 in it. Delete the 0. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great, right? Or if you're like, hey, a lot of numbers, this is actually a really interesting use case, what I'm about to tell you, is this will be an equal amount of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But if you're like, actually, we want more 1, 2s, and 3s than other numbers. So you can write 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And now you have 4 times the possibility of having the number 1 in your randomization. I think this is a really cool little feature that it might not be intuitive that you can do this. But having this times characters.length means that we just change our character count, change our characters for whatever we want. Maybe we do want letters and numbers in the same thing. It's okay. All right, let's create our duplicate checker and actually generate a code here. We can even test this out, by the way, before we move on. We can test, we can save, and we can say, hey, this function can actually be inside of a cell. We can go equals generate characters, and I just need to put a number of characters here because that's going to be our count. Hit enter, and that's 5 numbers. Oh, because we need to change this to generate numbers, not generate characters. There we go. Now we have 5 unique characters here. Cool. So we know it works. If we had any errors, we could go through those errors. Maybe we spelled something wrong. Maybe we have a capitalization wrong. Make sure you capitalize math, for example. Make sure you have this count here and the count here, for example. All right, let's move on to creating the code, the total code with a specific size, right? Like maybe it's 3 letters, hyphen, and a number. And I'm going to put back 0 here, but just wanted to show you that you can edit this characters. So we need to know where we are. And what we're going to do is not create a function that we can put this inside of a cell. We want to execute it from our menu. So we need to know where we are, which is variable ss equals spreadsheet app dot get active spreadsheet, get active sheet. The active spreadsheet is the entire file, but the active sheet is the tab we're on. And let's find the row equals ss dot get active range dot get row. So that we know what row we're on. Let's get our code of characters, which is generate characters, and we want 3 characters. Variable number equals generate numbers. We only want 1. These numbers within the parentheses is up to you. Whatever ID is syntax, whatever the syntax ID is. Now we need to know where to check. So we're going to say variable codes to check equals ss.getRange. And for our purposes, they're all in the A column. Get values.flat, just to get an easily searchable set of codes, which is, again, this A column. We don't want a unique code. Sorry, we do want a unique code. We don't want a code that already exists. And our code is going to be equal to code, which is this variable up here, which is only going to be 3 random characters, plus we're going to have an hyphen. And in this case, this plus is concatenating this all together. It's combining these strings. We're going to get 3 characters here plus 1 character of a number. And again, that could be numbers. It could be short code. You could have A, B, C there as well. Up to you what you have available. Okay, now how do we check? Well, we're going to do something called a do while. So we're going to have do this while, and then we're having a true or false statement here. So we're going to keep doing something while this is here. And then basically we say, okay, make the code, and then if it includes a code, keep trying, do it again. If it doesn't include the code, if this is false, we're done. Return code. So let's move our code here. So just formatting this a little bit differently, but we're going to do our code, create that code, and if codes to check includes code. So this is saying, hey, does this code exist in codes to check? And if it does, do this again. If it does not, we're going to return the code. Pretty cool, right? And again, we don't want to reference this function inside of a cell. We have it up here. In our original sheet, we do not have a custom menu yet. We need to save our script. We need to save our script and close our script. and refresh our sheet or open it again. Close it and open it again. When we do that, let's get rid of this accessibility menu. We have our menu. And there's only one thing here, which is called create code. It's going to look at our row and find the row, and it should put a new code in the A column. So let's do that instead of returning the result. We could do this to test it out. Sorry, return this code. We don't want to return the code. We want to do spreadsheet app, which is actually ss.getRange. The row we're on, the first column, setValue code. So our result is going to be, we're going to write that code to the A column. So our menu, create code. Authorization will be required the very first time you run. There we go. Then in the next one, create code. There, every time. Now, what's really cool is this end result. We could do return code and then use this create code in, say, appending something, like maybe append a row here with the new employee and the ID. You could do it in a number of different ways, but setting that code could be up to you how you want to do it. But right now I'm going to pick a row, our menu, create code. Even if I put it on the employee name, it's still going to write to that first column. Missed Heather. Let's do that. Pretty cool, right? And I just want to show you how we can edit these characters. Like, instead of having numbers at the end, if we wanted to include not a 0, so we'll delete 0, and we want to say ABC is also included, and our characters could include, maybe we don't include letters like I or O that could be mistaken for numbers. But we do put numbers that are not easily mistaken, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll save all of that, and we don't have to change our character length. We don't have to change anything else. We just say, here's the available letters or numbers. Maybe we say ABC, ABC to have 3 times the chance of getting those letters. So let's generate a code. There we go. We got some pretty funky codes now, right? But if you're like, hey, actually, our code has to end with M. Our number has to be the number 1. Well, we can also change it over here in our create code. We can say, hey, the number always has to be the number 1, 1. And the code has to be plus, actually no plus, just M-1. And our code up here, generate characters, maybe it's only 2. We want unique codes. Let's delete these and start generating these codes. There, ends with an M-1, and it's 2 letters. Create a code, and ideally, it's not going to be the same. It's always going to be unique. Sometimes as we get longer and longer, especially because there's only 2 characters, it probably is going to have some of the same a lot. It might take longer and longer, a few moments instead of immediately to execute, because it's checking all of these. That's one thing to look out for, is the code might take a bit of time to go. And with only 2 characters, if you're only generating a couple dozen, it's fine. But if you're trying to generate thousands with only 2 numbers, 2 letters difference, you're going to have 26 times 26, 676 possibilities, right? So that's your limit. You can't have that many codes. But I think this is a pretty cool way to create short codes with very specific instructions, right? Very specific set of potential characters, numbers, and create those codes and check them with this do while. If you are struggling with keeping up with the app script, I do recommend my Udemy course, Spreadsheet Automation 101. Actually, on Udemy, it's Master Spreadsheet Automation, but over on bettersheets.co, it's called Spreadsheet Automation 101. I go deep into exactly what all of this code means and how to read it. So you can even use this, plus use AI to actually generate code for you and know how to read it and know how to edit it all the time. So check that out. I'll put a link in the description. You're watching Better Sheets here on YouTube. Make sure you check out this video or this video and subscribe right now to get more tips, tricks, how-tos. Get more out of your Google Sheets than you ever have before. I'm excited to be making a ton more videos here. Ask me questions down in the comments and I will answer them in future videos. But for right now, right here, one of these videos is going to be your next Google Sheet.